Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Nene, and this is Nene's Crafting Corner. Today I've got the whip and chat for you. Excuse my reach. I just gotta check something real fast. Oh, okay. I am on, as you can see, the last section of I decided instead of cutting it like in thirds or whatever, I was just gonna go straight across. But anyway, this is Madam Chic Diamond Art Club. So yeah, I guess you did get 2 whip and chap status. And actually, really, I probably would have only gotten the 1, but I didn't have a lot of time to, well, I had plenty of time. I just I don't know what the deal is, but lately I've been getting super sleepy when I am diamond painting, so super weird. Anyway, so how are you guys doing? I hope you guys are all doing. Okay, good. I'm just gonna get going here, but I just wanted to check on you guys and see how you were doing. I got quite a surge in subscribers the last little bit, so thank you all, from the first subscriber to the most recent subscriber. I shouldn't say last subscriber, the most recent subscriber. I appreciate each and every one of you, that you guys actually take time to listen about my what I feel is a very boring and mundane life. But I appreciate you guys all, showing up, watching my videos, commenting, all of the things. I appreciate it so much. How are you guys doing? Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, all of the things. How are you guys doing? I have had a bit of a roller coaster of emotions this last little bit. And I tell you what, long-term committed relationships, whether you're married or not, they are not for the faint of heart. I'm just throwing that out there. Especially if the relationship is, at least for me, I can't speak to others' experience, but for me, this is my first healthy relationship after, well, I don't think I've ever really had a healthy relationship, to be perfectly honest with you. So there you go. Lots of, I don't want to say bad habits, because they're not necessarily bad habits. They're coping mechanisms. There's a lot of coping mechanisms that I need to retrain my brain. And anyway, it's been a long week. Emotionally and mentally. But anyway, just wanted to check on you guys, make sure that you guys are all doing okay. But anyway, so if you need someone to talk to, or just, vent to, whatever, shoot me a message on Instagram. I will reply. Let's be friends. Let's talk about our issues. Anyway, let's see. So I'll just dive into my week now that I've told you that I've had an emotionally exhausting week, and yeah, I'm ready to retire. P.S. In case you were wondering. Anywho, so I left you off last Thursday. So I went to work, the usual. I came home. I recorded my video. Oh yeah, Tim and I did a stay-at-home date night because he was going on his trip early Friday morning. I think I may have touched base on this last week, but oh yeah, because I told you guys I was in a time crunch because I needed to get the video recorded before date night. Anywho, so we did a stay-at-home date night. Tim went and picked up Panda Express, and we laid in bed and ate Panda and watched Shazam. I had never seen that before. I had no real desire to see that movie, but it was cute. It was funny. I found myself laughing out loud. I was pleasantly surprised to see myself laughing. But yeah, it was a good movie. I think I might. Tim had already started watching it, so he didn't start it over because I think I told him that I didn't care if he started it over. So I think I'm gonna have to go in and watch it by myself from the beginning. But anyway, so we did that on Thursday and had some marital time. But then we woke up. He had to be to the airport by 5:30, I think. So we woke up at 5 because we're not far from the Salt Lake airport. And then I got him to the airport just in the nick of time. He got to his terminal just in the nick of time. They were calling his name to board the plane, so I don't know if he just got the time wrong or I don't know. Anyway, so I dropped him off at the airport, and then I decided, because it's the butt crack of dawn. Actually, it's before the butt crack of dawn because the sun is not even up. That I was gonna go get myself some breakfast, and I was like, oh, I really want Einstein bagels. But it's now 5:30. Einstein Bagels is not open until 6. So I took my sweet time getting over to the bagel shop and got myself a couple of bagels, ate one on the way home, and I debated, do I just stay up or do I try and get a couple more hours of sleep? Because quite frankly, I figured no matter how you sliced it, I was going to be tired. So do I want to be tired because I tried to get more sleep, or do I want to be tired because I woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning and here I am tired because I just didn't get enough sleep? Well, by the time I got home, I decided I was going to try and get some more sleep. And I think I ended up getting like 2 more hours of sleep. Which I knew was going to bite me in the butt. And sure enough, my alarm went off to get ready for work, and I hated my life. I did not want to get up. I just wanted to sleep. But I pulled myself out of bed, and I got ready, and I went to work. So I went to work, a normal day at work. I came home, and I did diamond painting and finished up the laundry. I still need to sort through all of it, but it is all washed. I ordered a pizza for dinner, and then I went to bed. Never mind, I almost ate that whole pizza by myself, but it's beside the point. And then Saturday, I woke up. Let's see. Just reading my little notes here. Yeah, I woke up, I did diamond painting, and I started rewatching a series on HBO called True Blood. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if you've seen it, let's be friends, let's talk about it. If not, it is a show, basically, surrounds a girl in Louisiana, and vampires have come out of the coffin. I don't know why I put quotations on there. They came out of the coffin, and they're now what they call mainstreaming. So they're not hiding from people anymore, and the Japanese scientist peoples have synthesized this artificial blood that they can live off of called true blood. And it comes in, you know, the blood types. And it just follows this young girl who is telepathic. I don't want to give anything away, so I'm just going to be very vague about it in case you guys do want to watch it. But she befriends a vampire that was turned during the Civil War, that used to live in this city called Bontom. And she can't hear his thoughts because, you know, he doesn't have any brainwaves. And it's just their adventures, you know, loves gained, loves lost, and a lot of sex. But it's HBO, so, I mean, there's that. But overall, the story is really good. It got a little weird in the later seasons, but I enjoyed it. Anyway, so I watched that while I diamond painted and finished up laundry. And then I moved our bed. And while that doesn't seem like a big feat, it is. We have a king-size bed, and I had no help. I was supposed to have help, but I was forgotten, and that kind of is what started my whole emotional roller coaster. Was Tim and I had just had a conversation about me feeling forgotten and not anybody's first choice. And I know that all of this is my own, like, baggage, insecurity, whatever you want to call it. Like, I get that. Doesn't mean I don't feel it any less. And so my niece was supposed to come help me, and I had asked her on Wednesday, and she's like, yeah, totally, I can come help you. And the agreed upon time came and went, and I just was like, okay, cool, she forgot about me. And had myself a little cry. I'm going to be completely vulnerable here. I realized that I could have just called her and said, hey, you still coming over? But I have this weird thing. Again, I know it's my hang-up. It's nobody's problem but mine. I know that. I don't know if I'm going to have enough. We're getting a little close on the... Anyway. I know I could have called her, and I should have called her and reminded her, but then I just feel like if she really wanted to, she would have remembered. So that tells me that she didn't really want to. So she was just telling me stuff to make me happy. And again, I know that this is all like my own, like, I get it. I am projecting my insecurities. I know that. But anyway, I had myself a nice little cry about nobody remembering me, and I'm just forgotten. And I had a 5-minute pity party, and then I pulled myself up by my bootstraps and moved on with my life. Because sometimes you just need the cry, and then you can move on. At least for me, that seems to be how it goes. You have the cry, and then you move on with your life. I think I did play some Zelda as well on Saturday. They are, fun fact that no one asked for, but I'm going to tell you anyway. They are releasing the new Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, I think is what it's called. And it's a sequel to Breath of the Wild. Super excited. That comes out in May. There's actually a Hogwarts game that's supposed to be releasing too, that I want to look into buying as well. That looks super interesting. I've noticed this kit had a lot of stones that stuck together. Super frustrating. Anyway. Yeah, so I think I played some Zelda too. That was my Saturday. Sunday, I went to church services. Then I came home and did diamond painting. Oh, no, after church, that's a lie. After the church services, I went and did my onion delivery. I think I told you guys last week about the driver that ended up getting 3 50-pound bags of onions, and I took some to my mom and my sister-in-law. And then I proceeded to diamond paint for the rest of the night. And then Monday, I got up and I went to work, and then right after work, I went and picked up Tim from the airport. His flight got delayed about an hour. So I had some time to kill. And at the airport now, they have this like gas station right before you go in where you like drop people off or you pick them up. And you can turn in and they'll tell you, they have a big screen where it tells you all the flight information. And they've got a couple like fast food restaurants inside of the gas station so that you can, you can get some food or whatever while you're eating, whatever. And I found a very interesting candy bar in that gas station. I definitely do not have enough to finish this. Okay, we're gonna have to come back to this color. I think I've got some in my reserves. But anyway, so I'm gonna put this one on hold for a minute. Anywho, so I waited for him and then I went and picked him up, and then he and I went to Wingers for dinner. Because we had been talking about it at work and it sounded super tasty, so there you are. And he was a-okay with going to Wingers. And then we came home, and while I was at the gas station, I bought some apple caramels that were local here. Well, local. The place where they're made is up in Ogden, and that's about 40 minutes to an hour away from us. Maybe, no, it's not 2. There's no way it's 2. Anywho. I was gonna tell, so I bought those caramels and they were interesting. The more I ate them, the more it grew on me, the taste of them. Also, I was gonna tell you about this candy bar that I found in the gas station. It's by a company that makes candy and stuff that's in Denver, Colorado, called Hammond. And I almost bought this candy bar, and I regret not buying it because I know my buddy at work would have loved it. But anyway, it's called Pigs and Taters. And so it's a chocolate bar, and then it has bits of bacon in it and bits of chip, like potato chips. Pigs and Taters. And I was telling him about it, and he got so excited, and he's like, I can't believe you did not buy this for me. Like, he's totally teasing, but it was super funny. I was like, okay. If I see it again, I will definitely get it for you. But it was just interesting. And they had all kinds of crazy, like, combinations. They had, and now that I'm thinking about it, they had, like, a cookie dough one. They had chicken and waffles. They had a bunch of different pie flavors. I don't know. It's really weird to me because, like, chicken and waffles, first of all, doesn't sound appealing to me. If that's your jam, good for you. You do you. Second of all, putting chocolate with it really just doesn't tickle my fancy. Also, if you're one of those crazy bacon lovers like my buddy is, Five Guys, at least here, Five Guys does Five Guys Burgers they do a bacon shake. I watched them make it, and they literally just fill up the thing with vanilla ice cream, and then they grab a handful of bacon strips and throw it into the ice cream, and they, it all up. They mix it all up. It's crazy, and it looks disgusting. Oh, that reminds me, I was going to stop for a shake because a Reese's peanut butter shake sounds really good. Maybe I'll go get one after I'm done recording. Anyway, so then Tim ended up sleeping for like 12 hours. He came home. By the time he fell asleep, it was probably 8:30, and he slept until like 7 something the next morning. Crazy. Anyway, let's see. So that was Monday. Oh, Wingers. P.S. Wingers. They have a delicious sticky finger mac and cheese. And it was delicious. I grubbed on that. Ended up having some left over, and I ate that for dinner last night. I usually don't eat my leftovers. Like, I try to leave the leftovers at the restaurant because I know I'm not going to eat them. But I did eat these last night, so I was very grateful for them. And then Tuesday. So Monday, no, that was Monday. Tuesday, I went to work, and my boss, who typically works from home, she was there, and I was like, oh no, I hope Chantel's okay. So I get there, and I guess she had a family emergency. So I texted her, and I made sure everybody was okay and whatnot. And she didn't give me any details. And even if she did, I obviously would not share them here or anywhere. But anyway, so I got to work with my boss, which is always a double-edged sword. Like, I love my boss very much. I love my boss, but she can be a bit scatterbrained. And I have a hard time. Because Chantel, actually, let's be honest, okay? I have a hard time working with anybody that's not Chantel because she and I have such a good rhythm that when one of us is off of work, the other one, like, gets a monkey wrench thrown into their day. So, like, she hates it when I'm off, and I hate it when she's off, just because she and I work so well together, and she and I have such a good routine that, anyway, if you know, you know, okay? When your work bestie's gone, it's just not good. Anyway, so that was a trying day. But, sorry, glancing at my notes again. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't a bad day overall. Like, it was an overall good day. It's just, I get super anxious when my boss is in the office, and I don't know, sometimes I just feel like I'm supposed to know everything and like that's going on, and I don't, and then she gets frustrated when I don't, and I don't know, it's probably in my head, like a lot of things are. But anyway, so that was Tuesday, and then I came home and Tim went bowling. I did diamond paint, but I didn't diamond paint very long because, again, like lately, like last few days, I've come to sit down and diamond paint, and I'm like, all right, I've got 4 or 5 hours that I can dedicate to doing diamond painting, and I get in like an hour and a half, and I'm like so tired, and my eyelids, like, when you're tired and you start like or like kids are tired and they start like drooping because they're so tired, but they don't want to fall asleep and they're fighting it. Like, that's how I was feeling. So I was like, okay, cool. So I get the dogs ready for bed and I'm like, all right, we're going to bed now. No, we were not, because I laid down and I was wide awake and I was like, this is just not cool. Not cool. Does anybody else have this problem? Like, I don't know if it really is insomnia. I think it is, but I've never been diagnosed. So this is me playing doctor. This is not actual medical advice or anything, right? But like, I can be so tired and then I go lay down and wide awake. Or like, sleep just eludes me. Like, I could not even just not be tired and just be laying in bed trying to go to sleep because, you know, I got to get up in the morning, whatever. And then I'm up until like 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Like, the fuck is that about? I don't know. Being an adult is hard. And I did not sign up for this. I demand a refund. Okay? I was not properly prepared for this. Peeps be lying to me. So then now we're up to yesterday. So it's not going to be a terribly long one because I'm at like 26, 27 minutes. Anywho, yesterday I went to work, you know, per usual, and actually I got somewhat woken up, not like jolted awake woken up, like I was starting to naturally kind of sort of wake up. And Chantel called me and she was in the bathroom at work. She's like, I tried to come in and I've been here for, you know, this amount of time and I've been in the bathroom. She was throwing up. And so she's like, will you come in? And I was like, yeah, sure. So I got dressed and I think I was from my bed to work in about 20 minutes. And so then my boss came in because I couldn't get a hold of one of the night girls. So my boss came in again and worked with me, and I worked 9.5 hours yesterday, I think. No. Oh, yeah, 9.5, somewhere in there. And yesterday I was ready to like rip my hair out. I don't mind it when the guys, like the dock guys or the drivers or whatever, like give me crap and harass me or whatever. Yesterday was not the day to do it. I ended up in the bathroom crying. Not like sobbing, but I was just like, basically what it was, like what I equate it to was I just needed to relieve some of the pressure that was building up. And one of the dock workers just put me over the edge and I couldn't hang, bless his heart. So anyway, yay. But yeah, yesterday was way hectic. So needless to say, when I pulled up to work this morning, because I half expected another phone call, but I didn't get one. When I pulled up and saw Chantel's car, I was so excited. But, you know, more on that next week, because no need to go into great lengths, and what am I going to talk about next week, right? That was basically my week. I feel like there was something else I wanted to tell you guys or share with you guys or whatever, but I'm drawing a blank because these days if I don't write it down, it didn't happen. So that's super fun. That's a new fun thing that's developing, and I demand a refund on that as well. So, good times. Don't get old, you guys. It's a trap. It's a trick. Don't do it. The boys are doing good. last night was another long night. That also hasn't really helped the last couple of days, or, you know, my emotional state, because I feel like I'm being tortured with sleep deprivation because Jacques just, man, he's gonna drive me to drink. And I'm not sleeping very good because I am waiting for him to bark. Like, I've done this to myself more than once where he's just sleeping quietly and I'm dreaming and I think I hear him bark and I jolt awake. No, he's still sleeping. I heard a bark and I thought it was my dog. I don't know if it's like some weird like PTSD. I don't know, but it's stupid and I hate it. But other than that, they're doing really good. He actually has a checkup next month, in a couple of weeks actually. And so I'm going to talk to the doctor, and because apparently wandering at night and restlessness is a sign of dementia. So I don't know how they test for dementia in general, like in people. I really don't know how they test for dementia in dogs. So curious on that. But if they can give him like CBD oil, like, it's not doing anything. Like, it did for a while, but now it's not. Like, I don't know, and I just need some sleep. And I don't feel that it's time for him to be put down. And I'm not saying that in a like selfish kind of way, because I am definitely the advocate for, if it's in if it's in your animal's best interest, you need to put them down. Like, quality versus quantity, right? And I don't feel like Jacques' quality of life is at stake all the way just yet. I don't know. So I want to talk it over with the vet and see what they have to say. And we'll kind of go from there. So, I mean, what's a few more nights of restless sleep, right? That is too many. Anyway, so that is basically all that's going on with us. That's the only real newsworthy stuff I got going on. Yeah, so I guess we're past the 30-minute mark. Again, I hope you guys are doing well. Take care of yourselves. Drink some water. I actually need to, but I'm going to do that after I close up this video. As always, questions, comments, general concerns, you can put them in the comments or follow me on Instagram and we can DM that way. Well, that is basically all I've got, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.